Friends, in this video for iThought Advisor, I'm going to talk to you on the topic, where do we see opportunity right now? If you are cautious, does it mean that you don't see opportunity? This is a question which most of us don't usually raise. We straight away conclude that a cautious investor would stop looking out for opportunity. But experience teaches you to always keep your eyes and ears open to opportunity, to listen to the market, to listen to the data that you're presented with, and identify opportunities all the time. While you identify opportunities, you maintain a cautious stance so that you don't buy something that's too expensive, or you don't buy an idea or a theme where everybody is super bullish and willing to pay any price, because in that case you would also be paying a premium to what you would normally pay. That is something which you should not do, and being cautious primarily stops you from paying too much of a premium to buy a good stock. Luckily, the market always offers us multiple opportunities where you don't have to pay too much of a premium even in a good stock, because the market and its active participants may be seeing the near-term negatives of a particular stock. A good example is the way we have interpreted the semiconductor shortage in businesses with very good moats in the auto industry. Yes, there was a semiconductor shortage, production came down, companies were not able to provide a stable revenue performance. Revenue went down and then again it's coming up. So given these uncertainties, there is a perception that maybe this may last longer than we expect. But on the contrary, the market may also quickly see through all this and start looking for evidence that this is nearing its end. As an advisor, as a manager, it is our job to cautiously look for those signals before the market spots them. So we would be able to buy an extremely good company exactly at that point when the market doesn't seem to be too enamored of it or too much in favor of it. If we manage to buy during that window of time when the market is not so happy about near-term events, that gives us an opportunity to invest in that exceptional company for the long term. Now, people who constantly look at near-term events and then make up their investment decisions for the long term end up missing up on those opportunities. You don't start a position, you wait for the perfect moment, and that moment comes and goes while you're simply watching. On the contrary, those who want to participate make a decisive move to enter an idea and then scale up as they get more evidence in support of their investment hypothesis. For example, if I think that the semiconductor crisis in auto will blow over and volumes will come back, then I should buy the best companies when the market is very pessimistic about semiconductors, and then scale up those companies as I get more evidence that this problem is going to get solved and that companies are not doing too badly despite all the odds that they are faced with. What would happen if I follow that approach is that I would have built a reasonably good position in a very good company at a time when the market was doubting it, and when the market starts to reverse its position and starts to become more positive, I would have completed my position and I would be sitting pretty for the long term. It's like somebody who goes, boards a train before the crowds start rushing in, takes his seat and reads a book waiting for the train to go. That is how we want to do our investing and your investing, and that is how we want you to also prepare yourself, because unless you are prepared to invest when we are prepared to advise you or buy on your behalf in a managed portfolio, things won't happen as they ought to happen. So both you and us have to be ahead of the curve We need to have our conviction ready when the opportunity presents itself, and we need to buy into that theme when the market is still uncertain and fearful. The investor who manages to align perfectly with this thinking is bound to succeed and create better beta over any benchmark, and his alpha would be something that would give him a sense of pride and contentment. Investing is not about manager genius, it's not about brilliant ideation, it's all about taking a simple idea, believing in it, showing conviction, acting on both the conviction and the belief well in time, and executing well. If we do all this, that would make you look every bit the genius of an investor, and that would make you happy and contented that you are investing in a way which is going to give you the best results. So we look for opportunities which can make you that person. We look for opportunities that can give us all that sense of satisfaction. We look for opportunities where we can participate well in time and reap the rewards over the long term. So that is where we are looking for, and that is what we are looking to do. Thank you.